Good morning, everyone. Well, good morning in New Zealand. 6:34, just clicked over the big clock, doing our countdown. Nice to have you here with us. Feel free to join in and ask questions as we go. I'm just going to get some other stuff going. I think I forgot to bring up the chat room, which is good for me. I've got some really interesting stuff happening today. It's going to be a bit of a, I don't know how to say, probably a jam of information to overload your brain. I've had stuff happen overnight. There's some unusual stuff happening, but you're going to get it all here today. So don't you worry. This is your one-stop fix on everything. But before we get started, I'd like to welcome myself. Hi, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, running 15 or 20 minutes late this morning. Lots been happening. As you are probably aware, we've got quite a lot of information being put on in the newspaper called The Guardian newspaper. And we've got Sarah Martin. I think she's up to her maybe 7th article at exposing the whole rigmarole of these Ponzi schemes and scams. In fact, she rang me up yesterday and asked me she doesn't know what angle to head next. You know, she's got up to speed pretty quick. She's done a lot of research. But I said to her yesterday, I said, the article that you published yesterday was probably the most powerful article for me. And what I want to do is run through that article with you. Now, in the description of this video, you can actually race off and go read that article yourself, and I'd recommend doing so. But in short, what it actually means is they weren't really going to go after Sam in connection to HyperVerse, HyperFund, and HyperTech Group, because they couldn't really link it all together. But myself and the Avengers have actually provided overwhelming evidence to the investigative team that are going after Sam for Blockchain Global. Now, Blockchain Global was his company, and they've tracked $58 million had gone missing. And it's all to do with Ryan Ju. As Sam says, he feels like he's a victim. Oh, sorry, can't stop laughing there. Sam's a victim, and Ryan Ju was a bad actor, and now he's trying to claim his innocence. Now, we saw we saw Sam on a Zoom meeting just 24 hours ago, and it was a Vend Zoom meeting. So he's still rampant, he's still out there, and he's still promoting these Ponzi schemes, so I'm going after him. But I don't need to go after him so much. Sarah said that it's going to be a slow boat to China, or a slow boat to conviction. However, to me, it is a total victory, this article, because now we know they're actively going after Sam and making him accountable, and Ryan as well. But what really excites me is the fact that my evidence that I collect through my Avengers and all this sort of stuff has actually been given to the people who have the power to arrest people. And that's the exciting thing. So today I'm going to show you what we provided Sarah, and in turn what Sarah provided the, as we say, what are they called? Oh, the regulators take action, because they weren't really going to take action in regards to, yes, the connection to Blockchain Global and him being a registered company in Australia. Yes, he's accountable there, but they didn't really have any connection to link him all together with HyperFund and HyperVerse and HyperTech, HyperCapital, HyperNation, HyperCosmos, HyperPlanet, all those things. But we provided them the evidence, and it was actually mainly a video that I took off the internet because I used other people's content at the time, and I weren't doing it correctly. So I put that video back, and look at us now. So it's really, really, really exciting. Hello, Peace. We've got a new person in here called Peace. We love getting new people in here, so welcome along. Also, I did notice there's a new scheduled live for Jason, which is the show that we're going to or that I was in last week, or was that about 10 days ago, and he had 2,100 people in his chat room. He popped in here yesterday and he gave me a super chat, which is really nice. But I've got a great community. We've got 9 people in the chat room already. I've only been going for 5 minutes, so that is friggin' brilliant. So I've got a great little community, and we'll build this up to around about 20 viewers. So if you've got any questions or anything you want to know, feel free to ask a question in the chat box, and I will address it. The other thing you can do, if you're really freaky, is you can actually follow the link at the very top of the room, and you can actually come in here and ask me questions. You don't have to have your camera on. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you here. Nice to see you. Nice. It's good. So it's quite exciting. So without, as they say, without further ado, we could go straight into having a look at the article. That would be quite exciting, and that's probably what we will do. And what have I just done by talking to myself once again? That's good. But what I'd rather do is just give you a quick update on a couple of things and why it's important. Now, what I really want to do is explain to you in brief that because they're now going after Sam, and why this is a big deal, is because all the other Australians that I have files on and information on will now be in the same boat. So it will be a slow boat to China, as they say, but it will have a lot of passengers on the boat who will be now sweating like a rapist because of their involvement in promoting HyperFund and HyperVerse and HyperNation. They're the 3 main ones. I mean, originally HyperTech Group wasn't really connected. And it was basically this graph that you're looking at here. Now, I'll just try to see if I can make that a little bit bigger for you because it's not very clear. Hi, Lisa. It's the stage. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Still full of a cold.
Good on you for jumping on the stage.
Well, we got to support you, Danny. We've got to support you.
I know, the check's in the mail.
I know, we got to support.
We got
to stop these people. We got to stop these people.
Well, I feel like I'm closer than any other time, to be honest.
You are this time,
yeah.
I think people are seeing them for who they are, and it took some time, but people are seeing them for who they actually are, and all you're gonna,
No, totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
So when we read through this article in the paper, they talk about the HyperTech Group organizational chart. And I'll be honest, I have seen this chart before, but I didn't realize the relevance of this chart. And it was Crypto G who actually said, have you seen this before? And of course, when he gave it to me, I did a reverse image search, and I actually found this graphic. I found this graphic actually on a Facebook page, and I thought, oh, great. So then I blew the graphic up, had a good look at it, and this is the best graphic that we could actually find. And this was the whole outline or the whole structure of the HyperTech Group. So if you have a look at this, why it's important is Colin Star Capital is actually Ryan Jew. Blockchain Global, 60% owned by Sam Lee. And obviously, I've always said that I believe there's an organization behind this, and it's HyperTech Group. And then you've got Hcash Foundation, which I couldn't really figure out the connection, but we did go through that way at the start. My opinion is, I don't know too much about the crypto, but I believe that Hcash Foundation was their version, their money cow. What they was hoping to achieve is a cryptocurrency worth something. But if you go down here a little bit more, you've got this strategic. I can't enlarge this anymore, can I? Or can I hold it? Oh, yes, the strategic partner layer, and it's got the hyper community. Now, the hyper community is the community that people used to tune into every week, and get gaslighted about learning how to become a crypto trader or information.
I'm one of those sad people.
I used to as well, but I used to have full access to the hyper community, even though I hadn't joined. And I used to go in there and grab these videos.
My daughter lost over 10 grand,
Wow.
But it is what it is. It's only money, isn't it? You can't do nothing about it.
Well, it's not only money to them, because they're still scrambling around trying to hide the money. And I won't put a name to it, but the Men in Black have tracked someone who's been trying to hide money offshore. and now they're actually getting, what do you call it? They're getting investigated. So there's a lot of open investigations now. Obviously, Bitcoin Rodney's been arrested, and I managed to share all the court documents. And now those court documents have been resealed, meaning that no one can get their hands on them. And normally they're resealed documents when they're going to go after more arrests. And I've been told there's more arrests imminent. Now, the really good thing about that, some of the people that are going to get arrested are in the UK. So the organisation, the Men in Black that I deal with, really only care about America. But the fact that they told me that they're going after people in the UK means this is going to open a hornet's nest for everyone else that's involved. So in the application layer, you can see HyperFund, hypermining, gaming, education, media. And when you look at any of these Ponzi schemes and scams, you can see that that they all have similar traits, and they're all sort of structured the same way. So that there is the whole plan of HyperVerse and HyperFund. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see they've actually put that as the cover of one of my videos. Now, another interesting one was this video here yesterday. Now, Rory Conacher claims that he's managed to get 10,857 members together who want to do a class action lawsuit against Sam. And that's just a load of twat, a load of absolutely bullshit. Because I want him to prove that he's actually got, I'm just going to mute your mic there, at least for a sec. I've actually proven, well, I want him to prove that he's got 10,000 people because he's full of shit. But anyway, let's just listen to this 30-second clip.
We have reached over the 10,000 membership mark to move forward with the legal suit against HyperTech Group and Sam Lee in Dubai. We have over 10,857 people that are committed to the process. We will now move forward to phase 2. So if you're not part of this process, please speak to your upline or make sure that you get the information below. Click on the link and don't miss out because we'll be closing off soon.
Right, I don't know why you'd close off a lawsuit if other people wanted to come forward, just saying. But anyway, he's got this form called Truth Lies Videotape Sam Lee. Now, I've got overwhelming evidence that he has actually been, promoting, what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to get back to my article. Actually, I won't actually. I've got overwhelming evidence that he's just been promoting every Ponzi scheme known to man for the last 3 years. And just recently, he pitched a get-rich-quick, put $100 in within 30 days, get $100 back scheme, which is just ridiculous. So if you go to my my YouTube channel and you scroll down to here, you'll see two videos, which for some reason I haven't clicked that through. Now I'm being a good boy. So you'll see the navigation, the HyperTech group chart. And this here basically is a short video, just basically showing HyperTech and their promotional video. And then next door is the video that really shows you the link between Sam Lee, HyperFund, Ryan Zhu, and it's a video which I did and I'm not going to go through the whole lot of it, so don't worry, don't panic, Mr. Manarine. But if you go down to more, and once again, if you click on View All, you'll see that there's the launch video of the HyperTech group, which is quite exciting. Oh, there it is. Oops, there it goes. Is that a word? I think I said that right.
To get you all set up for who HyperTech is.
So here's that same promotional video. And then they start off with their presentation. Oops, subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure if you wouldn't mind. That's the countdown. Oh, look at that. We've got whole 9 yards, mates. Oh, God, that's going to go for a while. Anyway, we've got this lady, which I did find out all about her. She's a proper TV presenter doing the launch. Then we meet Jaden Wee, which is really cool because...
Without further ado, let us welcome the first guest speaker of the day to share with us the development of HyperTech. We have the CEO of HyperTech Group, Mr. Jaden. 那接下来我们有请今天晚上的第一位分享嘉宾，跟我们一起来分享
So you've
MOF 的 CEO. Yes, the first guest speaker.
So that's the managing director of Colin Star, and also the CEO of HyperTech Group. But basically, the guy behind the
Jaden.
Eh? Was that Lisa?
Never
Have we
said,
found it?
never said nothing.
Oh, was that not you? Oh, it must be them.
He holds a dual master's degree in finance and accounting from Monash University and has many years of
All this rubbish. But anyway, he's a basically an early Bitcoin investor. And then we've got a video of him on here, which is great. And then the next one is where we've got Sam Lee.
You get the content of it. Without further ado, let us enter into the next guest speaker of the night, who is a very important person as well. He is the chairman of HyperTech Group to talk with us the overall environment and details. 是的，接下来我们有请和泰集团的主席。
Okay, so I won't bore you with that, but there's Sam Lee's pitch deck, and there's Sam Lee talking all about it. So this very video was shown to the liquidators, the people going after Sam Lee, and they were basically saying that we couldn't really prove that Sam Lee was connected to HyperFund and HyperVerse and the like. So here's video evidence provided by none other than the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger that is being put in the hands of people that actually have the power to lock these people up. Now, if they're going to I know Sam's in Dubai, but there's things happening. Hold on. I've got to say this. Okay. I've got to say this anyway. All right. You ready, kids? Okay. So we know that Sam is in Dubai, but there is things happening. All right.
Please tell me. Oh my God, you make me laugh every time.
I know I've got to put on large screen. I wasted a perfectly good laugh. But anyway, that's good. So there is things happening. But the link between HyperFund and Blockchain Global basically wasn't really there for the people that were investigated until they sort of got eye of this video, which is great. So then you've got even more.
We will have to invite our next guest speaker of the night, who is also a very important figure in terms of blockchain, who is the chief consultant of HyperTech Group, Mr. Ryan Xu, where he will be sharing.
So that's really cool. So now remember remember Bitcoin Rodney. Well, he's been locked up, right? And there's a video of Ryan Xu. So if we're going to just stop this video and go and look at another quick little video. Because this is all evidence that I've got a 12 terabyte hard drive, and it's full of all these videos that I've been collecting. And every now and again I get asked, do you have a video? And I go, I think I do. So if you're looking for evidence to incriminate any of these guys, please do reach out to me. Go to dehek.com. But there's a video that I republished a wee while ago that has been on the internet, and this was Ryan Xu, right? So listen to this.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is Ryan Xu.
G'day, I'm Danny.
Just to let you know, I will be a keynote speaker at the Reinvent Yourself with crypto conference powered by Bitcoin Rodney. It's happening this November the 18th. See you there.
Well, that was a lie. He never turned up. But that video there helps link everything together. So now we go back to Ryan Xu and his pitch deck, and he's the founder of Hcash. There you go. That organizational chart that you see back here is actually getting more and more clearer. So it's showing that this whole organization is linked together with Blockchain Global. And why is that exciting? Well, Sarah's published a whole article about how the liquidators or the regulators are now going to go after him because they will have a bigger case than they know what to get in with, which means that not only is Bitcoin Rodney going to be locked up, well, he is locked up, is they're going to go after Sam. And Sam probably doesn't have far to run because he lives in a villa, 205 villa somewhere in Dubai, which I've got the exact address about, which ABC News have already sent people around there to speak to him, which is really exciting. So let's go back to the video. So now what I'm getting at, guys, this video here really helped push them over the edge. And if you went through this video, you can actually find
Cash
people.
Foundation, Hcash Foundation, COO, Mr. Andrew, and Hcash Foundation CEO Mr. Adam。是的，超级现金基金会首席运营官。
Not going to bore you with that, but in here you can see these two fellas. So one was an accountant, I think, from memory, and I haven't really followed Adam much since this. But 25 years experience in strategic investment and operations management, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff. That's really cool. And then here they are doing what they do well. So that basically puts them in bed with the whole lot as well. And then this guy here, I don't know this guy a hell of a lot.
Mr. Sebastian to share with us.
Oh, come on.
Sebastian 先生是澳洲籍华人，拥有10年高。
Oh, Yo here, he's actually somebody I think used to be heavily involved. He's in digital currency, well-known entrepreneur, angel investor. Because remember, all these MLM, membership packages are often, like he's an angel investor. So a lot of the times these are set up just to get crowdfunding. And I've talked to a guy who runs one of these platforms, and he was using multi-level marketing for crowdfunding. So I believe that the whole HyperFund group really took off more than they believed, and it was there originally designed just to get funding. But hey, you see these sort of guys. Now this guy has basically never been seen again, and I believe that when he come into the scene, I remember hearing that somebody wanted to get out of it, and the deal was that they kind of, this is all just hearsay, but I believe they paid him to get rid of him. And then the deal was that any videos or any connection with the company that was on the line, they had to get rid of it. So they basically had to erase that this guy ever existed. I'm not sure if this was the guy, but I do know there was another guy that was involved, and they went through this sort of scrubbing process. They wanted to eliminate him, but the fact that he's in this initial video and we've got it, that's really cool. I don't know this guy's his connection to a certain degree or anything, but I don't know, and I don't know who he is, but you might. So don't underestimate the power of literally going to my website, grab the contact us button, and you'll be able to provide information anonymously. Now, if you don't want to give me your email address, that's fine. Just use anonymous@gmail.com. It's a really nice person I talk to quite a lot. But my point is, I'm just going to drag this down. Boom. There's a form there where I ask you a lot of questions. Now, the hardest one I normally get is, what was the sponsor? What was the name of the person that got you into it? And because these platforms grow by people, often it's friends and family who introduce you into it, very rarely do I get people, see you later, Susan, thanks for dropping in. Very rarely do I get people telling me who their sponsor is, which is quite good. But I really do value when you do, and I will keep it in confidence because it helps me build that extra jigsaw puzzle piece that I'm missing. The overall picture at the moment is very clear, which is very, very cool. I'm just going to address some of the stuff in the chat room. We've got a few people popping in saying hello. Obviously, Lisa jumped in here and said g'day. That's really cool. Tap on the so Lisa was asking, how do I join? And she found out how by tapping the link at the top. Might be a slow boat to Charlie, but it's a full boat. Exactly, and that's exactly right. Hope you're feeling better, Lisa. Yep, I meant to say that too. I'm an insensitive person. P Music, lovely to see you here. We've also got George. I'm going to show you some stuff that George recorded just a wee while ago while I was sleeping. Thank you very much. I got behind MON stuck on their live. I know that was brilliant. And I'll show you that in a minute. And then we've got would done more, but transit eventually. I can't sedate looking. I know it was so funny. I got a few welcomes coming in, so I'm just checking those messages up on the board so everyone can see that. One person keeps sending me scams. A married couple. Oh, this sounds good. I love this. Actually, in the morning, I normally get up, do my morning routine, and I look on my phone for all the messages that come in overnight on my own WhatsApp group. And we've only got 10 people in there that I really trust, and all the information that's been scattered around the internet pile up in there in the morning. It's always a joy when I go in there and see what's been happening while I've been sleeping, which isn't very much sleep. Anyway, so there's the form. All right, so what I want to do is just briefly I want to show you what George has been doing while I'm sleeping. So we've been looking for what we've actually been looking for is we've been looking for a few people that seem to have gone missing or AWOL, and we found the Hindi community. And first of all, I'll give you the whole picture. I don't know why these guys don't know how to upload their videos, but this is a affiliate marketing 2. BTCC. And if you go to their live sections, you can see that this YouTube channel started, well, I don't know how long ago it's been going, but it's actually the Hindi, I believe it's the Hindi community of We Are All Satoshi. But you notice they're not using the name We Are All Satoshi. And you can actually find a lot of the people that have theoretically, in my opinion, gone AWOL from the US Prime meetings. But you can see Lucky in here. Now, I've had people reach out to me telling me that they got introduced to HyperFund, HyperVerse from Lucky. And one lady, well, one person, sorry, lady, told me, so 4 months ago, this channel was basically brand new. And now you can see it's rampant with videos. So I'm going to go after this YouTube channel as much as I can. YouTube don't do much, and start reporting some of these videos. But more importantly, I'm going to go back to Zoom and report the fact that they're providing services to a company that's promoting an affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing. And this is proof. So Zoom have to act on it. Now, I've been in correspondence with Zoom quite a bit. I'm talking to the support team that tell me that they can't actually do anything with the information I'm providing because my case has gone up a level. Now, yesterday we caused so much havoc that they couldn't get their Zoom meeting going properly or going, and it didn't have the US primetime meeting yesterday. So all this work that especially people like George is doing is actually starting to pay off. So 1 hour ago, there was a video, and this is trash
just
shit.
distract जितने भी
And
distractions
he's telling people to turn off their cell phone so they can really
or
focus
different
on
exchanges.
the arbitrage trading. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole arbitrage trading thing again, but we have actually proven that this is actually all smoke and mirrors and doesn't really exist. And they're actually paying people the rewards that they're claiming that the arbitrage trading is giving them manually via an undisclosed wallet address. And we've proved that the whole lot's a scam. So you basically chuck in $10,000. They give you $50,000 of flash loan money to go and have a go at trading on their platform. And if you're very clever and you're the best trader in the world and you work like a beaver, you can actually get, you can actually make, okay, Lisa, you're back. You can actually make about $800. So out of your $10,000 investment, and also probably about, I'm gonna give it a go. I say 8 hours work, you could get your $800 back. And that's the only money that you're going to get back from arbitrage trading. And it's all done with smoke and mirrors. So anyway, they're pushing this. So I've found 3 companies in India that provide white label services to this very product. And I'm in correspondence with them at the moment because I've told them I'm actually trying to fish and see whether they provided the arbitrage trading that we're looking at here with Boomerang, but I haven't got a definitive. But they tell me they can do anything that you see here, and it's quite common to actually have, what do they call it? Yeah, so it's, yeah, flash loan, that's the word, flash loan arbitrage trading. They can set it up in a flash, they said. They wanted to know my budget, so they can work to any budget by the sounds of it. But anyway, we're going to just scoot into this just for a bit of a laugh. We're going to go to 1 minute. This is only 15 minutes ago, but we're going to go to 1 minute, and this is why we love Tugman. So we're actually 1 hour and 10 minutes in, and this video is probably going to get removed pretty soon. So we thought we'd jump the gun and make sure you got to see it here first, because this is what the Avengers is all about. So I'm going to get some music ready. There we go. Let's shoot these bastards down, eh?
आप देखिए यहाँ पे 750 कर रहे हैं, और यहाँ पे अगर आप 5 मिनट्स ऑफ ट्रेड ले रहे हैं और 8 घंटे अगर आप बैठ रहे हैं, तो मुश्किल से आप यहाँ पे आधे दिन के अंदर ही खत्म कर दोगे 1.5 लाख की लोन। चलिए 5 लीजिए, यहाँ पे 1.5 दिन के अंदर खत्म कर रहे हो, मतलब कम से कम महीने में 15 बार आप रीसब्सक्राइब कर रहे हो, तो 11,000 कम से कम आप कमा रहे हो। चलिए यहाँ पे छोड़िए 11,000 छोड़िए, हमने यहाँ पे अगर 7,000 ही बना लिया है, तो 500 को हम लोग अपडेट कर सकते हैं 1000 में, तो उस तरह से आपकी फ्लैश लोन भी बढ़ जाएगी। इसी 3,000 में ले जाइए, इसी 5,000 में ले जाइए। इन सब के अगेंस्ट में आपकी जो लोन लिमिट है वो बढ़ती जाएगी। लोन लिमिट बढ़ेगी, आपका एक्सपीरियंस भी हो जाएगा, आप उसको उतना जल्दी फिनिश करोगे, तो
You all
आप
need to run.
इतना हम लोग समझ सकते हैं
Here we
कि
go.
आप
Come on.
2 से 3 महीने
Come
के
the
अंदर
aliens.
यहाँ पे भी आप
Go get him, George.
thousands of dollars आप बना
Go get him,
पाओगे।
George. You got
उससे
this,
फिर आप
George.
नोट्स खरीद लीजिए, उससे फिर आप BTCC खरीद
George is
लीजिए,
now thinking,
उससे
I
फिर
know
और
what
भी
I'll
आपके
do.
पास में दूसरे ऑप्शंस हैं। एंड शवेज का कहना है कि ये तो बस शुरुआत है, अभी सिर्फ एक प्रोजेक्ट आया है,
Oh, he's full. Whoa, what's happening
ये
here?
सिर्फ शुरुआत है।
Destruction. Right. So what happened there is George decided that it would be a good idea to share the screenshot of Sam Lee. We are also operates an MLM crypto niche. Now, this screenshot, you might think, no, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to take a screenshot of that because this here is a presentation with Boomerang, and here they are claiming that they're doing multi-level marketing currency stuff, which is against the terms and conditions of Zoom. So that will give me another screenshot to include in my arsenal, proving that this. So what we want from you guys, this isn't rocket science, kids, is if you have lost all your money in Boomerang and you're really upset about it, and you've lost all hope with We Are All Satoshi, and you know you can't ask your questions because everything you ask you get kicked out, right? Then give us the Zoom ID of this very meeting. If you've got the Zoom ID for this meeting, give that to me and we'll do a report to Zoom. And we're going to keep hammering Zoom. Now, yesterday, I sent them a letter basically saying that Sarah Martin had published this last article, and Sarah rang me up asking me for what angle, what direction she should go next. And I said, well, I wish that you would go after We Are All Satoshi. And I said, but I didn't initially do the We Are All Satoshi stuff because it was like, I've been following HyperVerse and HyperFund for the last, I don't know, over 12 months. And I was starting to go a little bit loopy, which you all know is true. And she said, yeah, I know it's just going to be a massive rabbit warren. And I said, but I tell you what, Sarah, there's about 10 Australians which have just left themselves fully exposed. You know, they're standing there at the bar with no trousers on. You know what I'm saying? And I said, they're easy pluckings. And I said, there's Steve Kondos, the guy that brought one coin to Australia and New Zealand. He's been promoting Wee Global. We could go after him. He's an Australian guy. I said, and he's all linked in with his business partner. What's his business partner? Mark Seaman? No, Mark, what's his name? His business partner? Oh, I've forgotten his name. But his business partner that he hangs out with is heavily involved in promoting HyperVerse. Mark Spencer Moore. I've forgotten his name, but you'll know who I'm talking about if you know who I'm talking about, right? Right. Anyway, so, and then I've got Yvonne Henry, we've got Carl Miller, we've got Janet, and I'm going to show you all their profiles and what I've got on them because I've got undisputable evidence that they're all linked together. They're all promoting We Are All Satoshi. They're all promoting HyperVerse, HyperFund. It's all just one terrible bucket of chunder, and all these multi-level marketers are heavily involved. So it's quite exciting. So, okay, so that was just a few minutes ago. So I'm just going to carry on pressing play on that so you can get the last of it. I'll make sure my head's not too big. Oh, too small now. Let's go that big. There we go. Back to normal. Let's listen to the last of it. See how he reacts. Look at the reaction on his face. It's priceless. Actually, look at this. You look at his face. He's like, oh no. I'm going to get control of this meeting. Who's doing that? I mean, who do they think is doing that? Right.
We're sharing the screen.
George. And look, without even blinking, he just gets on with it. No one's talking about the elephant in the room.
ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है. आगे चल के और भी बहुत सारे projects.
Incredible. Anyway, yesterday I didn't tell you guys. We actually got so that's just some of the stuff that we do as a group. So yesterday we actually had ShaveZ to my WhatsApp, and he said, I've got 2 Lisas now. How come I've got 2 Lisas? It's a bit strange, Lisa. There's 2 of you on the stage. Do you want to talk about it?
But there's only me. I fell out and then I had to come back in again.
Oh, all right, show me 2. I'll remove one, put you back. I don't know which one's the real one now.
The one I'm
anyway,
talking.
I'll leave you both on there. I'm enjoying the company. So what I've done now is if you go to lives, because ShaveZ wanted me to send the link to my Zoom meeting. And I thought, aren't you keeping up with current events, Spell? Zoom has cut me off. I felt like saying, come on, mate, you know that I've been cut off. And I said, he's asking me for a Zoom link so that he can come into our meeting right now and join in. And I thought, why don't we put an open invitation out to ShaveZ and tell him he can come? Because he reached out to me yesterday. I didn't antagonize him. I know. Wouldn't it be awesome? So what we've done is we've set up. Now this is because I know they watch our Zooms, and in fact, a lot of the stuff that we say we get reactions from. I mean, for example, this is ironic, but 10 questions coming up is 10 questions, just 10 questions, ShaveZ. That's all we want you to do is answer 10 questions.
Yeah.
But the other day they were doing a live. Remember they were doing a live. Lisa, you might remember they were doing a live Boomerang presentation, showing us how Boomerang worked in real time when they actually had what they called, what do they call it? Let's have a look. They had it on maintenance mode. So yesterday they decided that, we better not do that again because people realize that we're running a scam. So at the moment it's down, Boomerang is in maintenance mode. You've put $10,000 down on the table and they're going to launch this on the 1st of March, and now they're telling you that we're going to have this under maintenance mode going on. And we were talking to Susie, and we reckon there's lots of chat going on in the chat room. Oh yes, we must address a couple of other things there too while we're there, but we'll get there and eventually. We're just going a long way around it. So I lost my train of thought, but it was interesting. I was going to say something interesting. Oh yes, there was been a couple of trades. So somebody traded $100 and made $899. And yesterday, or the day before, the Russian community, yes, the Russian community is all involved in this. They arbitrated $9.99 and they made a whopping $91. So we reckon that they have had their code hacked. And I reckon some clever bastards, especially if you're dealing with Russians, have figured out how to get their manual payments in their favor. So imagine doing a trade for $10 and getting $91 in return back. It's absolutely ridiculous. So after that transaction was publicized, all of a sudden, we find that it's been in maintenance mode ever since. So I reckon they're in the shit. I reckon somebody's hacked their code and figured out that they were manually paying the money out, and now they're helping themselves to the wallet. So we're looking for a wallet address that's leaking money, or all of a sudden they would have transferred all the money out of the arbitrage trading wallet that we can't quite track yet and move it somewhere else in the meantime because they know it's been hacked. I don't know. I'm just making a few assumptions here. So that was quite good. And the other thing that I will address is if we go back to Trash Shit and we look at his YouTube channel, I mean, these guys are amateurs because when he uploaded this video, it says, was it made for kids? And he's ticked, yes, it was. So I'm assuming that if you reported this channel for not providing kiddie content, that does not sound right, that theoretically these guys could be in a lot of shit because they're providing MLM training, telling YouTube that it's fit for kids or is made for kids. So let's report these along the way. And if you are looking to report these channels, you just basically go here and go report. And then a box will pop up like this. And we can actually say it's spam and misleading. And we come down here. I don't know if you can see this because my computer won't let me do it. I'll just go. So it's got scam and fraud, applies to the video description. And now we go, you can actually report the channel, but I can't do it now. What have I done? I've gone too big. 1 minute, please, caller. I'm going to do that again. So we're just going to do it small time this time, so we have a big screen. So you spam and misleading, spam and fraud, and then we go down to next, and then a box will pop up, and you say, this is, let's see if it comes up. I'm just going to go, this is, hold up, I've got a wee thingy here I can bang in there. So there we go. Okay, stop this. I'll just say stop this YouTube. Damn, hold it. We're not doing a very good job here. This is a scam, not for kids. This, what the hell? Just disappeared again. I'm going to report it. I'm going to put you through the painful process. Spam and misleading. Spam and fraud. Next. and then I'm just going to go Zoom because I have shortcuts all lined up here. And I'm just going to say, this is a MLM scam. And then I'm going to say, and not for kids. And then we'll just report that. Not that it makes any difference. However, I do get an email, and I might one day get in touch with somebody in Google, and we never know what's going to happen there, do we? All right, so we've reiterated that. I'll just make sure. So we've talked about Boomerang, how it's in maintenance mode, and what I was getting at is once we go on about stuff. There's the Zoom links there. Oh, that's brilliant. So there's the Zoom links there. And I tell you what, though, I mean, I just can't help myself. So I've got to go. So if you were going to report this Zoom meeting that was in play, what you need to do is it's really easy. So I've got a shortcut set up, which I'm going to put in the room in a second. And it basically gives you a link to the cease and desist letter that is produced by the state of California. And that theoretically you think should be enough to tell Zoom to stop them letting them broadcast. And if you get more than 20 people reporting the Zoom account, then they automatically get flagged as a dubious project and they will have their account put on hold until they discuss things with Zoom. And that's what happened to me. And then I begged them to open it up again. They did. And then so we've got We Are All Satoshi. So this is what you want to do. So if all you need to do is something really simple, you just go to Zoom and then you go /trust form, and you'll get a form that looks exactly like this. You'll need to put your name, obviously, Danny. Now, I've got this down to a pat, sort of in a way. That now Zoom went through my YouTube channel and they realized. So we're going to go here and we're going to report. I'll just have to move that message. We're going to report for fraud. And it says, are you a Zoom account holder? Yes, I am, even though it's been banned. They want to know my email address, which is quite important to use the same one all the time because they'll associate it all together if you can. Are you reporting fraudulent charges? No, I'm not. And then I get a chance to put a spill in here. So I've actually got something which I use all the time. And then I've got, I'm going to go back and get the correct ID number, which is 8224916000. Now, yesterday, We Are All Satoshi gave new Zoom. They were started to broadcast their meeting, couldn't get online, and then they issued a new ID number, which means they have to use a new Zoom account. So Zoom are actually right now looking for these companies. So this is Zoom trust form. Okay, so please stop. Now I'm just going to see if my computer will do the voice. Okay, please stop this MLM promotion ID from broadcasting a scam, and it should be immediately. And then okay, see them using your services at, and then I'm going to go back to the video, grab the link, which you can't see. And so now what I'm going to do, I have to choose a video, and I'm going to go grab the screenshot, which you can't see, somewhere along the line. Screenshot. Boring, isn't it? I'll be into my swing in a minute, guys. There it is. So there's trash shit promoting Sam Lee's multi-level marketing thing. It says send the code. And if everyone did that, even in real time, honestly, it makes a difference. We managed to stop the meeting from being broadcasted yesterday simply because I filled out this form and other people did as well. I'm not never taking all the glory. It's just me forgetting that there's a whole team of people behind us supporting us. And then 9.5, and then we've got submit. And now that would be another email in my inbox telling me that we'll take action. So Zoom don't police stuff. They basically allow the public to police it for them. So I've challenged them on that. And I've told Sarah Martin that her next article should be on Zoom. And why does Zoom allow a company like this guy.
इस तरह से आने वाले हैं जिसके अंदर आप जो है और
So let's just have a look. I mean, we just showed you guys before, but look, how can they, if we go to their live section, you can see they're using Zoom. So this is all multi-level marketing, and these are all known scammers, and it's rampant. And Zoom allow them to use their services. Zoom, come on, get with the program. I should have included the link. So why are they doing it? It's disgusting. But anyway, I think these guys are going to get a rude awakening. So I'm going to get back on topic, and we're going to go back to this article about why this article is the best article that Sarah's ever done and what's the importance, because heads are going to start rolling and information is going to be asked for, and I'm going to provide it to them. So let's listen to this article.
ASIC examines collapsed Bitcoin company blockchain global after Guardian investigation.
So ASIC is the big cheese that do fraud investigations in Australia. So it's down under, my neighbour, 3.5 hours flight. I can be in their offices providing information. If you need anything, let me know.
Regulator takes action after Masthead reveals links between two of company's directors and a series of failed crypto schemes.
Oh, wonder what they are. HyperTech. We'll find out. So when anything goes in the Guardian newspaper, now the Guardian newspaper has been around since 1821, all right? They can't just go wild. They said if they published a link to my YouTube channel, which they're probably about to, they would probably get sued because I'm out there, because I'm here to name and shame anyone. I've got no, how do I say? I don't hold back very much. But if ShaveZ, you reached out to me yesterday and you said you want to come on my Zoom, please do, and I'll be really nice because I've had training and I've had public therapy. Rob's given me a lot of training on, don't say this, Danny. If ShaveZ wants to, come on my Zoom, I'll just check my messages and see if ShaveZ is reading my message. No, he's blocked me again. So yesterday he said, send me a Zoom link. Your time is over. I didn't know whether that was, I've got to say that more gangster style. Your time is over. It's like, I'll be back. Anyway, better luck next time. I'll be privileged if I get you on my my channel, won't I, ShaveZ? But if you're watching this, because we know you do, go to my the homepage, and you'll see there's a video there. Oh, I've got to stop. I'm sorry. I know I'm diversifying. I haven't showed you what I meant by that, because this is that we don't want to spring questions on you that you can't answer. So we're going to let you be well prepared. So as you can see, they drew it all over my face. Did you see that? Because Tugman managed to get control of their Zoom meeting and broadcast one of my videos on their meeting for 2 or 3 minutes, and then they couldn't get rid of me off their screen, so they started drawing in my face. That's discrimination against my face. But look, hey, just 10 questions. So you go into that there, and look at that. Oh man, even it's big. Oh, we'll try to make it not so big. Or actually, what we'll do is we'll. So look, just 10 questions. That's all I want from you, ShaveZ. I just want you to answer 10 questions. It's not rocket science. However, let me see the 10 questions. So Rob came around last night and I said, can you help me tidy up the 10 questions? There's actually 12 questions, but we thought we'd let you skip a couple. So if you don't want to answer the questions, that's fine. But we thought we'd give you the choice. So how is the price for BTC determined? Go into the description and you can see there's 12 questions. Pick what 10 you want to answer and come in here and ask us. Like one of them, Boomerang trades require several transaction. I can't even say that word. I'll have to get him to read the questions for me. Let's have a listen.
2 Boomerang trades require several transactions culminating in the payment of the profit to the user. Why do some profit payments exceed amounts transferred earlier in the trade? Explain the $899 trade, please.
So we've got there some good questions. So ShaveZ, go in there. Just want to ask you 10 questions. It's all set up, ready to go. All I need you to do is pop into a meeting or to give me a time, and I'll do my ramble, and then you can come in here just like Susie's in here now. Susie, say hello. Oh, sorry, Lisa, say hello.
Hello.
See?
Hello, ShaveZ. Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we'll be there. So we'll have people listening, and we'll have people popping up, asking questions in the pop box. So it's all going to be exciting, really. Danny, after show, send me all your contacts for Zoom. Oh, yeah, sure. 40-minute conversations with Zoom. I had 40. Oh, did you? Oh, George, I'd give you a big hug, mate. I don't know if you like hugs from men, but that is just brilliant. All right, so we're going to go back to that. So in the meantime, it just so happens, I want to show you guys something, right? Because I do. I just can't help myself. And I think this is all part of why you love me so much, right? Hey, don't me. Okay. I hear what you're saying. Let's go to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Zoom. Where are we? Zoom. Where's my Zoom links gone? Oh my God, my Zoom links. Hold up. 1 minute, please, caller. Don't tell me I've accidentally deleted my Zoom links. Oh, here they are. Haven't used them for so long. Right, I'm going to show you something interesting. Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to stop the screen share here for a sec. I'm going to present this again. I'm going to try doing screen share. I'm going to go window, and we're going to show you this. Right. So this is my Zoom links. Now, I've given this, all these here are the links that I've given Zoom. And these are all the links to all the people that are running multi-level marketing opportunities. And this is, I've just had this requested for me to go to, just make sure I'm on the WhatsApp, go to Bob. So it's going to be in WhatsApp, Bob. And he asked for all those links. So he's going to theoretically go and what, and I'll give this to my WhatsApp group as well. And there's a whole list of all these Zoom meetings. Just imagine the difference that Zoom would make if they went through these and actually banned everyone that was promoting multi-level marketing. Imagine the difference that would make. And all their associates, all the people in these Zoom meetings, except us, of course, that would make a huge difference. But why don't they do it? I have no idea why they don't want to police their services. It's just, it's a nightmare. All right, so let's get back on with the show. I do have to go to work today, so don't get too excited about seeing me here. But what we do want to do is find, we want to find the article in the paper, Truth. Where is it?
How did your house hunting go?
Oh, that's, yeah. So, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. But, yeah, no, we're not telling people that one. But we just did.
Yeah.
But that's all right. So now we've got this article back to Sarah, and we're going to just read every part of it because this is like caviar for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger when these articles come out. So let's listen to caviar.
Directors of Blockchain Global Ryan Shu and Sam Lee, who were revealed to have links with failed crypto investment schemes in a Guardian Australia investigation. Photograph, Amazon Prime.
Yes. So if you're not familiar with the Amazon Prime video, that was the video that they used to flaunt the fact that Ryan Shu was genuine. It has since been removed. They don't want that video. They very rarely do newspapers remove or Amazon Prime remove videos. But because of the misleading nature of that video, I just they actually removed it, which is quite interesting. Well, it's not quite interesting. It just shows you the corruption that these guys are now doing, that these main organizations don't want anything to do with them. What have we got here? I'm going to let this read, and I'm going to go rush out and put the rubbish tins out. Won't be a second.
Australia's corporate regulator will examine details of the collapsed Bitcoin company Blockchain Global after a Guardian Australia investigation revealed links between two of its directors and a series of failed crypto investment schemes. Blockchain Global collapsed in 2021 owing creditors $58 million, with the liquidator referring its directors, Alan Guo, Sam Lee and Ryan Shu, to the Australian Securities and Investment Commission for potential breaches of the Corporations Act. This included possible breaches of directors' duties, breaches of trust and unreasonable director-related transactions. Rodney Burton, aka Bitcoin Rodney, HyperVerse crypto promoter Bitcoin Rodney, arrested and charged in US. Read more. ASIC initially advised liquidators pitch up.
Sorry, I didn't actually want to read all that, but I didn't want to remove the what am I trying to say? I didn't want to miss the rubbish tin, man. So you would have been listening to that. But Australian regulators, so I just did that to keep you guys occupied. So I'm going to start again because I want to talk about
Australia's
this.
corporate regulator will examine details of the collapsed Bitcoin company Blockchain Global after a Guardian Australia investigation revealed links between 2 of its directors and a series of failed crypto investment schemes.
Isn't that brilliant? Links. Where do you think they got that from, guys? Yes, yours truly and Sarah informed them about the videos. They would have showed them the videos that I provided that I just put back on the internet. And that, this video here, I mean, so this video has been back online since the 16th of January. It is the 24th of January. And after them seeing the evidence in here and the connection to people, you know, like Sam Lee to the HyperTech group, and also looking at the, you know, this HyperTech group organizational chart, how it was all plotted out, and having the names of Blockchain Global in here. This is just what pushed this article and got this article out here. So this is so exciting for me. I'm just going to say that after Semi, you've done that. Just reported to Zoom. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you for reporting that, Susie. More hands, the better. I don't know. I mean, they got everyone to report my Zoom account and eventually got taken down. Okay, so now we've got, so no doubt we'll get the same treatment.
Blockchain Global collapsed in 2021 owing creditors $58 million, with the liquidator referring its directors, Alan Guo, Sam Lee and Ryan Shu, to the Australian Securities and Investment Commission for potential breaches of the Corporations Act. This included possible breaches of directors' duties, breaches of trust and unreasonable director-related transactions.
Yeah, so that is just brilliant. So that's so now we've got, what have we got? The liquidators referring to directors included possible breaches. So that's just brilliant. And now we've got this one.
ASIC initially advised liquidators Pitcher Partners that it did not intend to take action after it received the first report on the company's activities in March 2022.
Did you hear that? They initially advised liquidators that they did not intend to take any action after it received the first report of the company's activities in March 2022. So theoretically, the $58 million that disappeared, because these Pitcher Partner guys have spent 1,500 hours researching this, which is easy to do, trust me. But the fact is they weren't going to take any action. So this is the game changer. This article is them saying that we are going to go after these guys and we are going to make some heads roll. Can you imagine if you're associated and you've been promoting Sam Lee's projects and you're in Australia and you're getting up in the morning and you're reading this newspaper? I'm talking about you, Yvonne Henry and Carl Miller, Janet, George, and Kate Longley. Yeah. And what about Steve Kondos? Yeah, you've been promoting this with your mate, Mark. What's his name? I have to look it up. So we're going to have a look at that in a few seconds, but we'll keep reading the article to the end. Let's go to the next paragraph. This
but
is
after
caveat.
a Guardian Australia investigation into the HyperVerse crypto investment scheme, which has links to Lee and Shu, ASIC has begun an examination of the liquidator's report. A final version was filed to ASIC in October.
Brilliant. Look at that. So that's great. So you can now see why Sarah may have started walking around the edges of this Ponzi scheme, all these Ponzi schemes that I've been promoting. And now we've got a really good base. We've got 7 articles on the internet that basically give you everything from HyperFund and HyperTech Group right up to Sam Lee, Ryan Jew. We've even got Stephen Rees-Lewis. We've found the real Stephen Rees-Lewis, and it's kind of like unraveling their Ponzi schemes. And of course, we are all Satoshi. And now she's sitting there thinking, should I do stuff about where, because I've said to Sarah, I said, look, we watched $7.2 million been lifted off the platform and put onto a hot wallet, a major airport, ready to fly off to anyone at any time. And money, we're watching $100,000 a day being put into, into Boomerang. And I said, surely we've got to look at this while it's happening. And Crypto G was said to me, I said, I just can't stand watching this money and watching these transactions that he's keeping an eye on go out the window. And we're sort of screaming out to the liquidators and the people behind this saying, why don't you guys want to stop this now? Why are we always the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff? Why don't we go to the top of the cliff and stop people running off the cliff? And it's kind of like, it's really hard for these, these newspapers can report news, report things that are happening, but intervention is something that we're about. So hopefully, maybe not this time, maybe they will, but it's just, it seems like there's a 2-year delay in anything that's happening out there. But for me, it's quite exciting because I've been following this for over 2 years. And now I'm thinking, yeah, that happened. I remember when that happened. Yeah, here's the video, and this is why it's really exciting. So, so anyway, in this article here, I don't know if it's in other papers. I don't know if you guys get it in your headlines, but this is only to the Australian. So the one about Bitcoin Rodney was international news. So the Guardian opened up worldwide. So that attracted a lot of attention from YouTubers. And obviously, I've been getting a lot of YouTubers reaching out to me and using my content on their YouTube channel, which you're more than welcome to do. I want it to create awareness. So it's quite exciting times. That's why I'm waffling.
An ASIC spokesperson told Guardian Australia, ASIC confirms that it is assessing reports from the liquidator in relation to BGL.
So that's brilliant. So the liquidators and ASIC spokesmen seem to be working together and looking at the evidence. So 1,500 hours of research from a real official company has now been looked at with ASIC. So this is just fantastic news.
Guardian Australia has revealed widespread losses to the HyperVerse investment scheme, which escaped regulator attention in Australia despite being flagged by authorities overseas, by one as a possible scam and another as a suspected pyramid scheme.
Suspected pyramid scheme. Now, some of the terminology they're not allowed to use. They can't say Ponzi scheme a lot of the time. So when the New York Times did their article about me, and I think it was the 19th of November 2022, which I milk every day, is they actually called me the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. So they did an article about me, but they were too scared to do an article about calling somebody out for running a Ponzi scheme. So hence why suspected pyramid scheme. To me, pyramid schemes were a wee bit old fashioned and something that maybe Tupperware would do, or they have the pyramid shape. But anyway, I think she would have had to use that word or that terminology without being able to do anything about it, which is quite interesting. What did I just do? I'm getting so excited here. I'm forgetting what keys to push on the keyboard. Where did we get up to? I stuffed this up, didn't I? I did. I use these keys literally in my sleep to get the screens read to me, and I just hit the wrong keys, and now I've lost my where I was. There's adverts, pyramid scheme. Oh, there we go. So now I've got to do this without thinking because I don't know what keys I pushed. Is that the one? Oh my goodness, I've forgotten what keys I pushed. My brain is so fried at the moment. This is terrible. So what I need to do to read this, what do I normally do? Function twice? No, that's talk. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten how to do this. There it is, those two. That's it.
Court documents filed in January in the US against Bitcoin Rodney, a senior US promoter of HyperFund and HyperVerse, allege the scheme operated with a network or promoters making fraudulent promotional presentations to investors and potential investors. He has been charged with operating and conspiring to operate an unlicensed money transmitting business.
You've been giving. So Crypto G has produced 2 videos, basically fully exposing Boomerang, and Susie Stealth said that she gave him a rabbit warren to go down yesterday, so she's feeling sorry for him. That's sweet.
An affidavit filed by the US Internal Revenue Service alleges that early investors were paid with funds collected from more recent investors, and the company's claimed revenue-generating Bitcoin mining operations did not exist. There is no mention of Surely in the court documents filed by authorities in that case.
So that's quite exciting. So if you haven't been keeping up with current events, pals, if you go to my YouTube channel, I got my hands on the court documents. So if you go to videos, why is this all over the place? It's been naughty today. That's better. So we go to lives, and if you come down here, you'll actually see a video here called Court Documents. The court documents. So there's a video about Rodney, and there's the video of the court documents. So in the court documents, which is so exciting, you can see that we actually have, where did we get them? We have there's 6 pages made simply because he was at the top of the pyramid. And these court documents, what's really exciting about those is the fact that they have been resealed. And we've got an announcement coming in, BTCC's coins going down, down, down. It doesn't mean a hell of a lot to people who don't know about that coin price because they're not plugged into any real exchange. It's just in their own environment. But every time we see the BTCC coin plummet or go down, it basically means more people are becoming aware that it's a scam and they're detaching, unplugging their miner and not harvesting. So they're losing faith in the platform. So every time we see that down, down, down thing, we actually rejoice, in case you're wondering why that's a relevant post that's on the screen right now. Okay, kids, so we're going to go back. So I'm just showing you that we had the court documents. We are, what I'm basically saying is we are on the tail of the dragon. We're actually riding on the shoulders of this dragon, and we are bringing it down to its knees, which is so exciting.
Lee has denied being behind HyperVerse, saying his involvement was limited to technology provision and the funds management side of the organization. Both Lee and Shu appeared in the HyperVerse global launch event in 2021, alongside a fake chief executive officer called Stephen Rees-Lewis. Shu and Lee also both featured prominently in promotional material for the schemes that preceded HyperVerse, known as HyperFund and HyperCapital.
So as you can see, the HyperTech Group organizational charts shows Blockchain Global, Conacher Capital. We've got HyperTech Group. And not only that, of course, I've shown you a few times already today, but I'm going to do it again because this is caviar, guys. And here's HyperTech Group, and here's Sam Lee. And he's been
to complete the incubation and investment of 80 blockchain-related stocks.
Opportunity to recap.
And here's Sam saying he had no connection with HyperVerse or HyperFund. And there he is on a video. Sam, what are you doing, mate? There's a video of you talking on it. You know, what were you thinking? Oh, watch this space. Oh, let's see it. So HyperCapital, HyperFund, where do you think they got that information from, kids? So exciting, so exciting.
Rees-Lewis has since been revealed by The Guardian to be the British man Stephen Harrison, who said he was hired for a short period via a talent agent to play a corporate presenter and that he had no role in the actual business.
Wow. Should we check out what Stephen Rees-Lewis is doing today? Stephen Rees-Lewis, as they say. So we go, Stephen, what was his name again? Harrison, wasn't it? Harrison. I got told he took his Facebook page off the other day, but he didn't. Harrison. Let's have a look. I don't know if we can still get access to it. No, it looks like he's gone. I'll just have another wee look there. So if we want to find Stephen, so what we do here, kids, this is what I do. Now, if you are an investigator or you're a journalist or you're a human trafficker reporter and you want information, I have it all. We have some amazing organizations reach out to us, which is really nice. What have we got here going on in the chat room? I'll try to keep these chats coming along. Susie, use that clip. What clip's that? ShaveZ Baby has the X, Y, and Z teams operating the WAAS support desk. Oh, I didn't know that. Did you see me on Pinnaky? Oh, yeah. Oh, did you know? Oh, we'll go through that video, yesterday's video, in a few minutes, but that's true. Like what? Yeah. Oh no, we got to be on blah blah blah. Anyway, so let's go to persons of interest. Now we're going to show you this for a reason, and let's see if we can find Stephen Rees-Lewis. Let's see him find Stephen Rees-Lewis. There he is, Stephen Harrison, Stevo. So this might look a bit lame, but when you get into it, first thing we can do is we can click a link and go straight into his Facebook page or his LinkedIn profile. And you can see this is his professional profile. He is actually a sports announcer, which is quite exciting. Then we go back and we click on his LinkedIn profile, and this has probably been removed. See, content is no longer available at the moment. So he's removed his Facebook page. If I'm logged in as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, though, you can see it's not removed because I have many identities. But you can come in here and you can see that Stephen Rees-Lewis is out running. He's running. He's trying to run away. But also, I don't know why, 4 days ago, he posted this photo. So that's the Stephen Rees-Lewis that she's talking about. And I always like to play this song when we can. So let's have a little. Go, talk.
Oh, I died when I was 17.
Oh,
Ready?
yep, I'm ready.
Go on.
Okay, go, Stephen.
Ready?
Yeah, go, Stevo.
Why does always rain on me?
Because you're a liar.
Even though I died when I was 17. Why
So that guy
does it
got
always
busted,
rain on
by Jack Gamble, which is really exciting. And Jack did a video, and he basically went through the article that Sarah wrote about after interviewing Steve. And Steve would just like to say, he's sorry. That's so funny. You have to watch Jack Gamble's video, which I'll try to remember to put in the link. So let's go back to our lovely article. So as you can see, The Guardian published about Stephen Harrison. As you can see, I didn't show you, and I will have to go back now. You just started this. So I just wanted to show you the evidence we have. So what we've done with Stephen, this is what we collect. So let's say Stephen does remove his Facebook page and we can't see it anymore. Well, I've downloaded all the photos to show his identity. I've even showed the cheap suit that he got for being involved. And who the hell does their buttons up like that? No one, in my opinion. I wear suits quite a lot, and you never do your buttons up. It just looks so retarded. Just saying, Steve. And also, all the photos. Yes, we have taken screenshots of those to help us build a timeline if we need to. And more importantly, Steve has lots of friends. So we've got all the friends. Now, I will cross-reference those friends when I find someone else associated with them. So that's what we do. We gather information about people and we share it with organizations like The Guardian, and we help get people investigated for their criminal activities. All right, so now we're going to go back to Stephen Harris. We're going to go about where they ran off to.
Lee relocated to Dubai in 2021, while the whereabouts of Shu is unknown. Guo is not involved in the hypergroup schemes.
Pinicky Nack! Yeah, we've got some stuff coming up about him too. So anyway, yes, so we don't know where Ryan Jewer's last known location was 2023 in March, and we believe he was actually in a hostel that looked like somewhere in Nepal, but it looked like a Napoleon hostel, but it could have been anywhere in the world, who knows? But we brought that video out.
The US-based crypto analysis firm Chainalysis estimates losses to HyperVerse in 2022 amounted to $1.3 billion US, 1.97 billion Australian dollars.
So I don't know who Crypto Analysis is, and I've actually never even found them. So I'm just going to put that into a search engine right now. And Crypto Analysis, I presume that's there's a demo version here. Building trust in blockchains. Okay, so there's a crypto company that basically must provide data. Now, I did see a demo, so I'm going to get rid of demo. I clicked on the wrong link. Nothing abnormal there, guys. And join us at April. Okay, so this is a company that must obviously research crime, and they have obviously figured out that they reckon that just in 2022, 1.3 billion. Now, I've always said this is a $4 billion scam, and the reason I say that is they've told me that they believe that they had 1.5 million users. So we've got Bitcoin Rodney in a video actually saying that they believe they have 1.5 million users and 400,000 people who are active at promoting it. So that's actually nearly 2 million people. Now, they all invested the minimum investment of $300, and you get your calculator out, there would have been $4 billion. So to actually this company doing the research and saying in 2022 they amounted to $1.3 billion worth of money is probably kind of accurate because it's been going for 2.5 years. And I reckon that HyperFund was when this one actually really got traction. So let's carry on.
The move by ASIC to examine the blockchain global collapse comes as the liquidator also reveals a possible link in the company's records to the operation of Hcash, which was a cryptocurrency linked to the hyper investment schemes.
This is so exciting. So they're using their own, they're using the blockchain against these guys to show the connections.
The liquidators have identified 2 debt transactions totaling $500,000 in Blockchain Global's main bank account, linked to Hcash. These transactions both occur on the 5th of August, 2019. Pitcher Partners liquidator Andrew Yeo told Guardian Australia.
Wow, that is so cool. So why don't I'd love to get those wallet addresses and give them to Crypto G. He would love to investigate those, wouldn't you, Crypto
It is not clear whether the funds were used for this intended purpose.
Yep. So there's no clear picture anywhere in this game.
Rewards that were accumulated through the earlier hyper schemes were converted to Hcash before they could be converted to other cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. So that was the basically the glass wall between a lot of stuff. So you'd basically put your money into the platform, and then you'd get HU dollars. And then HU dollars is what you use as your currency to buy things and products and services. So that's where they siphoned the money out. And boy, did they siphon a lot of money out of your mum and dad community.
According to a HyperTech Group organisational chart, Hcash was one of 3 Australian companies behind the hyper investment schemes, in alliance with Blockchain Global, Kalinsta Capital and the Hcash Foundation.
Oh, wait there. That's all I say hi. Pixel needed to go out. So what happened there? According to HyperTech Group, the organisational chart. Now, are we talking about this operational chart that no one saw? Thank you, Crypto G. So there you go. You do make a difference, Crypto G. You provided me that chart. I provided it to Sarah, and she gave it to the liquidators. And this was, this was the clearest version of it that we could find. And now we have it backed up. And it shows you their organisational chart. And the really exciting part about that is the fact that they use that chart. So there you go. So you did make a difference. Now, where did it say Colin Star Capital HCAN Foundation? I'm going to read the same paragraph twice, I think. Hey, it won't do any harm. Let's try it, eh? See what happens.
According to the HyperTech Group's promotional material, Kalinsta Capital, Blockchain Global and Hcash were a multi-billion-dollar group of companies.
Why are we looking at that? Yeah, they were multi-level companies. What are we looking at? You gave me that link. Is that for people? I should have chucked that in there. I should have done it. Yeah, so there's a multi-billion-dollar group of companies. So I've always said that I believe that HyperTech Group is still active. I know they moved from Australia to Hong Kong at one stage, and we've sort of got a video of that too.
The Hcash official Telegram group confirmed its association with HyperTech and HyperCapital in 2019, saying it was allied with the HyperTech Group.
Brilliant, brilliant. So now we can see all these links all linking together, and we're basically using a rope, and we're tying all these scammers together, and this is what's going to make Sam Lee come unstuck. So because of all this historical stuff that we're now linking together, obviously the liquidators and ASIC are working together at prosecuting Sam Lee and Ryan Jew. Now, they might not catch Ryan Jew for a long time, so we're going to do a video. We've already done a video trying to find Ryan Jew, and I also want to go, why stop there, I say, I also want to go after Crypto Queen.
ASIC documents show that Hcash Tech Pty Limited was owned by Shu and Jai and Bo Jacob Cheng and was established in 2017. An application for it to be deregistered was made in May 2023.
Wow, how about that? So that's quite interesting news. I didn't know that.
Kalinsta Capital was owned by Shu until mid-2022, after which it was taken over by Cheng.
Right, now that's some interesting stuff, and I don't know if she's going to mention this, and she probably can't mention it, but Kalinsta Capital was Ryan Jew, and then he did a deal with Sam to buy Blockchain Global. It was like 400 Bitcoin and $1.7 million. And he got ownership or control of the company and never paid for it. So I think that's where Sam got shafted by Ryan Jew. And I think that's where Sam will say he has these bad actors. So if you go a couple of videos back, you can see a confession by Sam. And it was just before they published this other article in the ABC News, which I also helped actually. If I go ABC News article, ABC, there it is there. And I just will, so just to, I'm all over the place. You're surely going to get used to this, but let's go to, so I've showed you this before, but this article here was all about more than $50 million owned by creditors. This has sort of got the ball rolling, got Sarah's attention. And here's an article here about the liquidators and how they're looking for the money. Bitcoin, guy lost $100,000 to it. FX collapse, what are they allowed to do? And ASIC, why aren't you doing something about it? There's one guy getting locked up, but these are the big players. And then you've got another video about blockchain global and all that sort of stuff. You see that? And, Alan Wu was involved. And then you got Sam. I provided them this video. And you've got me in the article. Yes, me. They got me. They put a photo of me way at the bottom, but I didn't get to be in the 20-minute documentary that you see here about Sam. And I had in the window.
So some are saying that Bitcoin is another serious safe haven asset with gold.
So once that video started, then we had Sam be notified. So Sam got notified. What am I trying to say here, Danny? I'm going to go into my live, and I think it was Groundhog Day scam. I think it was this one here, or maybe it was this one here, and I'll just open that. That's another day in paradise. I'm sorry that Danny de Hek style. There was a couple of other things I did want to do, and I did want to round up with this this lady. Can't shut myself up. Just wanted. No surprise there. But if we go down to the timestamps down the bottom here, I think there is a video in one of these videos with Sam, and it's not that one. So I'm going to go to the... But let's not stop there. What? You think I like the sound of my own voice with the amount of talking I do in these videos? Sam. No, not that video. But I'm not going to give up there because I'm popular. Live. Was it shenanigans? Was it Groundhog Day? No, it wasn't Groundhog Day. Passive income. I think it might have been. Oh, it might have been that white label. Okay, so I'm going to find it, kids, because that's what and then I'm going to share it with you guys in case you guys. So there's one of them. Nope. Whoops, sorry. I was looking there. You can follow me around if you want. Looking there, no joy. So it might be there. Longley, who is a scammer. And I can come down here. Well, I'm going to get done for defamation if I keep calling people scammers. Sam Lee, there it is. Okay, Sam Lee victim. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something real cool. So I'm going to go here and we're going to make this a default view, right? And I've gone to the part where it says there's a video. Sam Lee victim. Boom, and it goes straight to that part there, right? And I start playing it, watching, and then I believe that Sam Lee is a victim. yeah. But he's obviously told everyone he's a billionaire. But I believe that he's probably getting threatened. They've probably got his family. I don't know what it is. But now Sam Lee has actually been talking to people I know, claiming his innocence and claiming that he was, he's got a... All right, so let's say Danny rambles on for a bit, and then you go to this part here, and this is May Summervu.
Yeah, hi.
So this video here, if you haven't watched this was... So let's get this timeline right. ABC News reached out to me, and I told them all about Sam. I gave them a video of Sam talking to the leaders about how he's producing scam after Sam, and how he just wants his 2%. And that was the last time he was actually seen to have anything to do with, what do they call that, people? That was the last time they had anything to do with We Are All Satoshi. They wrote to Sam in a WhatsApp message, basically, hey, we'll give you the right of reply. So Sam replied to the reporter. She told me this. And then when they did that video I just showed you, you can see the message, right? So we're right in the tail of this. We're riding the donkey home, guys. And then Sam thought, oh my God, I'm in the shit now. I've got to face the music. So he come on and he did this video, which is really cool, basically saying, oh, I'm in the shit. What am I going to do? Which is really exciting. G'day, Josephine. Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely today. Absolutely love what you've done with your hair. Nice to see you here. Anyway, so long story short, if you're on the video and you want to send that to, right click on it. And if you look closely, I don't know if we can make this bigger. I'm going to show you what happens if we make it bigger. Right. So you say you see that video and you right click on it. You can go copy URL at current time, and you click on that sucker, and then you chuck that into your chat window box, and you send that to everybody. And then when people click on that link, they'll go straight to that point there. And if you want to watch that later on, do so. But that's a great way of sharing content. So if you see anything that I'm talking about, you think, hey, Danny needs to put a timeline in that, especially in the WhatsApp messages, send me the link and the caption that you think we should point out. Because this here is...
Look, I just wanted to pop in.
I've heard this before. I'm going to let you guys watch this. Any comments?
Let everyone know that
Sam didn't look good, and Sam looks like he's in a lot of shit. So let's go back to our article. But you get my point here that we really are providing these guys the evidence they need in videos, which is really exciting. So I'm probably going to not be here long. They're probably going to finish me off. Anyway.
Cheng did not respond to questions from Guardian Australia.
Yeah, so a lot of these people have to have a right to reply, and I presume this ASIC share committee 40 founders transferred. I don't think I actually read that paragraph, so I'm just going to put it in its entirety.
ASIC documents reveal shares of the company's 40 founders were transferred from Shooter Cheng for $5.50, while 200,000 non-cumulative preference shares were transferred at no cost, with a value of $125,000 listed as unpaid. Cheng did not respond to questions from Guardian Australia.
Yeah, so that's cool. Now, I think that's actually Ryan Drew's real name, and just saying. But anyway, that's cool. All right, so Lee did not respond. Here we go.
Lee did not respond to questions from Guardian Australia before the publication of a previous article about his involvement in the establishment and operation of HyperFund and HyperVerse. He has previously denied the schemes are a scam.
Yeah, so there you go. So are you kidding me? So Sam doesn't believe that HyperFund and HyperVerse were a scam. That's what he said previously. Isn't that incredible?
In a WhatsApp message after the article was published, he alleged it included misstatements about his role in running the hyper schemes, but did not respond when asked what they were. He also claimed that people on the internet to make things up.
Oh, that must be me he's talking about, old Sam. When I go into a Zoom meeting and Sam's in there, he knows me, and he often say Danny's in the room, but he won't talk to me directly.
Lee has also not responded to questions from Guardian Australia about the liquidator's findings in relation to Blockchain Global.
Right, so that there is what I call the cornerstone article that's really going to get stuff moving here, guys, and that's why I'm going through this article. So there's an article published yesterday by Sarah. Now, often she comes in twos, so let's have a look and see what else she's got on her arsenal here. Oh my goodness, there's two more articles. The full story collapse. Is there two more articles? There's a new article on here. So guess what we're doing tomorrow, guys? So this is really exciting. Universe Crypto. Oh my goodness, she's awesome. Let's have a listen. I have not seen this. This is the first time I've actually seen this article.
HyperVerse crypto scheme targeted developing countries before collapse left some investors suicidal.
Oh my goodness, this is right up my alley. And there's some really more interesting stuff coming up. So I've actually, when I was in the New York Times, I had an organization reach out to me telling me that they have had 11 people die by suicide because of their involvement with one Ponzi scheme. And they said, this is a killer. And that's why when I interviewed May Summervu, I said to her, she's a murderer. I said, you are causing people to die by suicide because you are giving them a paradise hope that doesn't eventuate. So this article, I've just got to listen to it now.
Promoters of the scheme, which collapsed owing millions, targeted countries such as Nepal, with claims some investors took out bank loans to buy packages.
Now, if you don't think that, that I'm connected to all this, I mean, they can't use my stuff, which is not helping me promote my YouTube channel. So please do help me. But I just want to show you something to see what I'm helping with. And I'm not trying to look for praise or anything. And even if I were, I think I deserve my efforts. But these are my uploaded videos, right? And these videos are uploaded. Now, if you go down here enough, you will see one here called the Nepal Connection. And I haven't listened to this article, but the Kiwi-Nepal Connection. Now, have you heard of Sir Edmund Hillary? He climbed Mount Everest. Napoleons and I have a really strong connection together. So when I stumbled across a Zoom meeting and I found all these people in Zoom trying to do a class action lawsuit like we showed stupid Rory Conacher trying to do, And they were
Your
actually,
English is very good.
so what I'm getting at here, guys, this is a Zoom meeting, which I no longer have a Zoom account for. And I stumbled across this Zoom meeting with all these Napoleons. And they basically asked me to join their community. And they were telling me how they don't have much money, but they listen to, you know, their investor guy. And here I am actually showing that video that I just talked about a wee while ago.
Okay.
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 Is that good?
यहाँ मेरो इन्टरनेट कटेर मैले चाहिँ नि काटी आयो कि त्यही भएर
It is a movie, but see if this anyone can, because I find that I am doing my own investigation because no government department wants to help. They just want to know where the money is. And
so this is a video that I played the Napoleon community. There's currently 140 people in their Zoom meeting, and they were so lovely. It was just so nice to be able to help. And then I've reached out to them. I said, hey, I know you guys don't like telling your story, but why don't you let me put you in touch with Sarah? And if any of you guys want to tell your story,
keep going on,
please
keep
do so.
going to find the fact.
But if you don't know much about Napoleon people, they're absolutely lovely. So this here, I've had quite a few conversations with them, and I'm actually not overwhelmed, but it's so nice that they're showing you that, like we talked about Des Amy, and Des Amy did a tour of 9 countries and traveled around, going to all the third world countries, trying to push these friggin' Ponzi schemes down people's throat. And it just pisses me off. But anyway, let's go.
Promoters of the scheme, which collapsed owing millions, targeted countries such as Nepal, with claims some investors took out bank loans to buy packages.
People have sold their family property to invest in these Ponzi schemes, I tell you. So let's have a listen to all this. We'll do this article as well.
Investors have lost millions of dollars in cryptocurrency schemes HyperVerse and HyperFund. Composite, Guardian Design Getty Images.
Come on.
The HyperVerse cryptocurrency scheme targeted investors in developing countries across Asia, Africa and the Pacific before its eventual collapse left many people unable to access funds.
Yeah, quite horrific, isn't it? And they literally did, and they still do.
In Nepal, some people who took out bank loans to buy packages in HyperVerse said they felt suicidal when they were unable to withdraw their money, with some cases of self-harm, according to one investor.
Yeah. Now, just bear in mind, we did show you the Hindi group, didn't we, before? I was going to see if I can just bring that up again. 1 minute, please, caller. I don't know if I've still got that open, but I'll find it if I do, and I will bring it up on the screen. Yes, here we go. Now, I'm not saying, well, India is, I've been to India twice, and I tell you what, it's a hard country to travel, and there's a lot of starving poor people here. But here's ShaveZ, who's from India, actually marketing a Boomerang, a get-rich-quick opportunity to Indians. So this is, in my opinion, a third world country. India is a third world country. There's 1.2 billion people who live there, and here they are trying to get my, oh, thank you, honey. I'm getting a coffee delivered. Aren't I just the luckiest guy ever? Another article out in the Guardian, honey.
Oh, good.
I know. We got making people watch it with me now, so it's very exciting. But anyway, so yes, they do go to third world countries, and we just saw evidence of it right there and there.
In Nepal, some people who took out bank loans to buy packages in HyperVerse said they felt suicidal when they were unable to withdraw their money, with some cases of self-harm, according to one investor.
Yep.
A UK-based promoter of HyperVerse who went on a tour of 5 African countries in 2022 told one radio station in Ghana that there were millions of people around the world benefiting from blockchain without really understanding it.
Now, Des Amy is who they're talking about, but notice they haven't used his name. So I can tell you it's Des Amy. And Susan Lawrence, I mean, come on, guys. I mean, let's go here, right? Let's go to my... let's go to Joe, right? Now, is what I'm trying to get you guys, I'm not trying to educate you guys, because I know most of my viewers actually get this shit. But if we go to the images here, and this is 4 months ago in Dubai, and this is what I was telling Sarah, the reporter that has just wrote this article. Yesterday, I was telling her this is now. This is like just 4 months ago. And here's obviously Sam Lee, David, Gobi, Joe, whoever that is. We've got Lucky, we've got Tammy Jackson, we've got Alicia. And in a minute we've got Sheila Morris. Now she was the administration lady for Brenda Chunga, who I believe is going to be the next person to be arrested. And then you've got Scarface lady, who's an actor. So I've heard you got Sharvis and Sam having a good old time together when, you know, and then we've got the merch lady there. We've got the guy who's disappeared for a long time, Raj. Is it Raj? So when we go back to here and look at this, there's just, you know, we're talking, you know, 1 hour ago.
Or, you know,
we've got
possibilities explore.
We've got, let's have a look. What have we got?
All community members.
All right. So there's Raj just 1 hour ago in a Zoom meeting. Oh,
leaders, host, co-host, trainers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining on this call. हमारी calls जो हैं ये especially Indian teams के लिए
and there's
because we are conducting this entire
and this
session
guy
in
here, I've
Hindi,
been watching that guy for ages. All these guys. I mean, this is now. This is not. So what I'm getting at is if we go back to these photos, you can see they're all together in Dubai, and this is rampant. And why is that relevant? Because you know, there's the Scarface lady, Sheila Morris, and there's a photo coming up here. What have we got? There she is. So that lady there is Susan Lawrence in the blue, and you won't be able to see it too well, unfortunately. But she's there's 3 people. There's Raj. There's the guy that's been involved with this for 3 years. Now, this guy here was in a meeting with Bitcoin Rodney, Troy, and David Chandler. And the guy I've got the mouse on, I don't know if you can see me moving the mouse around. And then right next to the lady with the putting her arms around Joe. And then you got the merch lady, Sam Lee. You got this lady here, Lucky. In her community, people have died by suicide who are part of her community. Okay, and this lady, Susan Lawrence, well, she was trying to do legal action against somebody who came on my YouTube channel for slander. And he used the information I had about the guy that's trying to do me for $3.8 million who failed miserably. Long story short, these guys are all in bed together. This is one organization. We have proved that all the software that they use comes out of one building. Crypto G has helped us prove, and as well as Susie, the Avengers have proved that all the money is linked together. Now, if they got us all together, if they got Crypto G, they got Susie Stealth, they got myself, all in a room together, and let us go to town and show you guys how this is all linked together, we would change. You know, if Zoom, for God's sake, if Zoom decided that they would listen to us and literally stop broadcasting these friggin' meetings over Zoom, we'd make a huge difference to these Ponzi schemes' growth. We won't stop them. Ponzi's been around for ages, obviously, isn't it? But anyway, so now we have HyperVerse, which is linked to earlier scheme known as HyperFund. It was launched in Australia. Blockchain entrepreneur Sam Lee, his business partner Ryan Joe. We've listened to that in the first article. So let's carry on. Let's listen to this juicy article.
A Guardian Australia investigation has revealed widespread losses to the schemes that escaped regulatory warnings in Australia. Despite one overseas regulator warning they were a possible scam and another calling HyperVerse a suspected pyramid scheme.
So that was the FMA in New Zealand who published that. So why can little old New Zealand publish the warning? I'm amazed they don't actually name these people out, you know. We're going to actually, hopefully I'm going to be late for work, but let's go FMA, and then we go HyperFund. Now, these organizations, I mean, really, okay, so here's this is the official markets authority in New Zealand, right? And they've published this massive warning. Look at this. This is the warning for a company that stole $1.3 billion. And this is all we get? Is an article like this? Why don't they, you know, everyone goes on this. So the 30th December 2001, FMA said HyperFund may be operating a scam. Maybe. Well, maybe my ass. $1.3 billion later. And this is what they're talking about. So now we go back to the article, because I know this is right up my alley, guys. I'm going so excited. All right, so we're going to get more of Danny on the screen. I think I can hit that button there, and let's carry on reading. So let's see what we've got now. I might be doubling up.
The drive to expand the scheme. which encouraged existing members to earn financial rewards for bringing in new ones, appears to have resulted in its spread to previously untapped markets, including developing countries.
Yep, developing countries, a nice way to say countries that can't afford to invest in Ponzi schemes. And they always say, only invest what you're prepared to lose. Literally, I've talked to people who have told me they've sold their family land to invest in these Ponzi schemes. There's one in Nigeria at the moment called AAS, and it's called Jason Michaels. And he got all these people to invest money, and then he claimed somebody took off with $87 million. And it's disgusting. And now he's building shops where you can buy Apple products, and claiming that he's going to release a token where you can go in and use the token to buy products in the shops that he's selling.
In January 2022, the Central Bank of Nepal issued a public warning that named HyperFund and some other unrelated schemes, saying people were being enticed to engage in such cryptocurrency products with the promise of high returns in a short period.
And you might say, why do people not sharpen up? Because friends and family members convince people to sign up so they can get the commission. Because the scam isn't necessarily the reward. The scam is when somebody throws $10,000 in, like in Boomerang case, you get 10% of that money or 15% of that money if you set up correctly. And when HyperFund and HyperVerse were going, they were paying out 52% back in rewards at one stage. So, and they had like 20 levels of account of referral network. So everyone at the top of the pyramid just got filthy rich. Of course, they're not going to tell their friend not to invest. Even Keith Williams, one of his best friends, said, I know Keith Williams isn't lying because I had money invested and my mate didn't tell me to take my money out. So I know he didn't know it was a scam. Keith Williams have been told by the men in black that they have clawing back $1.2 million pounds from him. Isn't that incredible? And they are investigating Keith Williams. So these articles are changing. They're making people accountable. So the media and all the action that we do is making a difference. And it's taken 2 years to get like this. The last 6 weeks of my life has just been amazing. I literally get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get ready for this live stream in New Zealand. It's 8:15 in the morning now. I've got to go to work in half an hour to support myself. I've been doing 70 or 80 hours a week. I do this 7 days a week. I get up. My battery's going flat now. Great. Get up in the morning and start broadcasting this stuff because I want to create public awareness. Why? Because I was brought up in a religious cult. I used to believe the elders who gaslighted us off the stage when I was growing up. I got kicked out of it when I was 23 years of age. These guys running these Zoom meetings, that's their stage. Zoom don't give a shit. I give a shit. And I'm going to warn as many people as I can. And my Avengers are helping me do so. And look, here we are, 2 articles in the paper within 48 hours exposing these guys and telling us that they are actually going to get done for it. Brilliant.
Given that virtual currency cryptocurrency is not legally recognized as foreign exchange or currency in Nepal, engaging in the aforementioned illegal financial tools could deceive the public and result in illegal capital flight from the country.
Changing the battery, kids. You'll just have to wait. I can't talk without my face on the screen. It just doesn't go down the same. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Now we're missing Richard in action. I want to find Richard. I've reached out to him a couple of times. So, yeah, if we can, somebody help us find that. What the hell? Look at that. We've got a green screen problem going on there. That's not too good, is it? Well, let's fix that up. Let's see what we go. Virtual background. We'll go this one here for tomorrow. Put that one in there. I know what happened there. There we go. We're all back to normal. So what I didn't listen. What did we miss there? Was that exciting? Given the virtual currency recognizes that foreign currency says Nepal. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to carry on. You can figure it out.
In a Zoom meeting between Nepali Hyper members and Lee in February 2023, the members said people were angry because they were unable to withdraw funds from the platform.
Right. So just saying, kids, just saying, where is that? I think, yeah, well, that, Nepal meeting, I'm just going to blow my own trumpet here, guys, because I'm good at it. That Nepal meeting that I just showed you before. Oh, we're getting some Nepal. There it is. The Nepal and Kiwi connection. So that is the Zoom meeting that Sarah is quoting from. But it would have been cool if you put a link to my video, Sarah. I'll get there one day. Anyway, things are starting to happen for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, which I'm really excited about. We've got 19 people in my chat room, and it's like 18 minutes past 8 in the morning in New Zealand. So you're watching this in your evening or in your afternoon, and it's really, really awesome. But I am starting to get a lot of recognition at the moment, which is really exciting. But I've got the content, which is really exciting, that people can use to incriminate these guys, and that's the fun
One member
part.
told Lee he was sad and grumpy and was managing demands from people he had brought into the scheme who were unable to access funds.
Right, just one member told he was sad and grumpy and was managing. Yeah, so it's quite cool. What are you saying here, Bob? This is Bob Undercover. Stop, Rich, stop making tracker coin. Yeah, well, where is Richard? I'm actually genuinely concerned about Richard. Richard was somebody who was an investor in WAAS or Satoshi. Hope you haven't gone back to the dark side. And now he's disappeared off the planet of the Earth the last 5 days. And he's on here every day. So I hope he's all right. So if anyone knows how to reach out to him, please do. Right, this. So one member told Lee he was grumpy. So Nate was going to this paragraph. And this was the quote. Oops, I just did Y. Hope that doesn't do anything. I meant to do R.
You need to do something really fast, mate, because he was somewhere far away and maybe you're not under pressure directly. But people like us, we are the people who live in the neighborhoods and our relations have deteriorated. And whenever we wake up in the morning, we'll have people on our doorstep.
Wow. That's a lot of them have borrowed money. Borrowed money from people and the like. I'm not going to, you can read this yourself. I'm not going to read that, but that's basically how did HyperVerse investment scheme work. We've done that before. So that's just basically for people that might have read this for the first time, having their coffee in the morning. So let's get rid of that and we'll go back to the next paragraph, which is here.
A Nepali man living in the UK told Lee that some people in his home country were suicidal, having taken out bank loans to buy packages in HyperVerse, saying one person he knew had engaged in self-harm.
I'm worried about Richard too. I genuinely am. I have actually tried going to his Facebook page and found some religious page that he set up years ago, but that's a different story. But yeah, I've rung him on his phone yesterday and no answer, and so I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, so any news on Richard? Let's go hunting. Let's hunt Richard. Let's hunt down the Red October. He did have problems with his truck, and he was getting it fixed. So I assume his truck might be off the road for a while. Maybe he's having some family time. He might have hit the wall because he's pretty intense, our Richard. Not like any of us.
It was presented in such a lucrative manner that there have been instances where people loaned money to buy packages in this company. I know that's wrong. We never told them to do that. The leaders never told them to do that. But the benefits outweighed the risk. Therefore, people took some loans from banks and they bought packages in this project, the Nepali man said.
Yeah. So, you know, when I look at these videos with people like Lucky, Trash It, and that Patel guy, I don't even know that's Sue Patel's father or anything to do with Keith Patel. I don't know. It's a very common name. And then you got Raj in there as well. And look, even Grace, she's at the bottom in here as well. I mean, what the hell is she doing in there? Hey, cause havoc, guys. Let's stop their Zoom meeting. Oh, is their Zoom meeting going? Oh, that's one thing I haven't looked at yet, and I haven't got really time to go into there today. But let's have a quick look. We've got to actually figure that out. And if they are streaming, it's just a never-ending battle. But we'll get there. Yeah, they are. They're streaming right now. If we go here, they are streaming on the internet.
And a person on your right who are also paid.
The interesting thing about this stream is the fact that they are using somebody else. So I'm curious now to actually see the start of the meeting.
Capitalize on temporary market inefficiency.
So they haven't got the first ramble going, which means I'd be surprised if Grace actually got in the introduction, because what I'm thinking to keep Grace is in this meeting. So here's Gracie baby here. Let's have a quick listen.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Trashit, welcome, 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 everybody. How are you all today? I want to welcome you to the UK prime time. And today you're definitely in for a treat. We have some panelists here that were just going to knock your socks off. First, I'm Grace. It gives me great pleasure to be your host today. So
Grace is a failed judge. had 1,700 cases stripped from her, a public reprimanding, and she wasn't voted in as a judge again. For some reason, they couldn't press criminal charges against her. And I think once you're a judge, always a judge. But when it came to re-voting her as a judge, she only got 11% of the votes. And now she's in here running Zoom meetings. This was another lady, which I told Sarah about. I really need a media pack when we go in. But I've said to her to go after Grace because she's got a lot of stuff in the media already. So she won't be, they can report stuff that other larger newspapers they can quote from larger newspapers, which means they can use people's names and the like. So there might be an article coming out about Gracie baby. But anyway.
With that, I'd like to be able to welcome all the newcomers. So if you are new, you got invited today to watch this. And if you are new to visiting with us today, please raise your hand so that I may recognize you. I think that is great to be able to be visited brand new all the time, and for you and your friends that you have invited to be recognized. So raise your hand if you are new and make sure that I am able to recognize you today. It is such a pleasure to be able to have Jan join us for the first time, and Zayad. It is very welcome. And we have in Phoenix, and he's hot at 7. Okay. That is in Phoenix. How fun. That is fantastic. Thank you all for coming, and make sure to have the person who invited you today. I know that you're going to call them, get with them immediately after this to thank them for inviting you to this opportunity, especially since it is going to be presented by one of the most lovely presenters we have. So before we get started, I just want to draw your attention to the agenda we're going to be following, making sure that you understand, and I will repeat this, that we do have a question and answer feature in this particular webinar. So we welcome your questions, and as we will be wanting to address them. So in the question, the one that says Q&A, make sure to enter your questions only in there so that they will be answered. Also, we will be having these webinars. Today is Tuesday. The next time we'll have it, UK prime time is on Thursday and Friday. And we'll also have it for US prime time, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's get on with today, because it gives me great pleasure to ask this young lady to the stage. She has many years in media and sales, and she really understands this project, its potential, and wants to be able to share that with you. Please help me to welcome to front stage, center stage, Chantal. Chantal, please. Thank you so much for being here.
Wow, thank you so much.
So I'm not going to listen to that.
The ranking stage. And in the ranking stage, you are getting a daily cap that goes up. Please, as subscribers climb the ranks. Sorry. And again, you teach people.
What I'm formally asking you guys to do, if you can find the Zoom ID for this room, please let me know, because they are firing up new IDs all the time because we're banning them. Eventually, they'll put a lock on their MAC address on their computers, and they won't be able to access Zoom. From personal experience, they've done that to me. I'm just going to do that. Okay, Lisa, welcome back.
Hello, I've just been doing a little hunting. I've just jumped on this Zoom just a minute ago.
Is it the same one? Which one is it?
I'm sure it's this one. I was just on it and I've just come off it and jumped on you again. But yeah.
That sounds wrong.
Hold on a minute. Let me find you the link.
I think I've just found it. Is it US prime time with the...
Yeah, 7 o'clock it's due to start.
Well, won't be for me. It's 11 hours. So,
well, yeah.
Is it this here?
So let's show it.
That's the one.
Started with a 500 pack, and you have one person on your left, one person on your right with $500. You get a 10% matching bonus, which is $50.
Joined us?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, no. Is that the lady who's running it?
I don't know her, but she's just promoting Boomerang, isn't she?
Yeah, is that the one that you've got?
Yeah, I think that's the one that I was logged into, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. No, that's cool. I'm gonna I've got to go to work in 20 minutes. But what I'm going to ask, if you've got that Zoom, if you're in the Zoom meeting, can you give me the ID of the room and post it in the chat, and then we'll get people to report that Zoom, because I do believe Zoom is actually trying to shut them down, and it will be in a matter of time. So that would be absolutely brilliant. I'm going to carry on reading my newspaper, because this is and we've got another article out just like minutes ago, so it's really exciting. But I'll just finish reading that before I go to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the name, but there has been a case of self-harm back home in Nepal. We are receiving several SOSs. You know, because people are in such a condition, it's better for them to just take a suicidal sort of step rather than wait for this company to come out with a plan to pay them back.
Oh, my goodness. People are hoping that they're going to get their money back. It mortifies me.
In response, in the Zoom call, Lee said he hoped vulnerable people could be prioritized to get their initial investment back, but denied he was responsible.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's wash your hands clean after you've. because of my religious upbringing as a ex-Jehovah's Witness, I say I was a cult survivor. The national radio show for New Zealand rang me up one day and they said if they could ask me some questions. An hour and a half later, I said to them, they asked me how many people have died by suicide that do I know who have been involved in the Jehovah's Witness religion. And I said, you'll never find the answer to that. And there's no statistics around it. She said, why is that? I said, well, as soon as somebody gets kicked out of the organization basically removes them from their books. People die by suicide. And then I said, I had 2 people in my immediate family die by suicide because of this cult. And I said, so we don't have a number, and dead people don't speak. And that's what happens. I mean, these people die by suicide because they got involved in a Ponzi scheme. No one can tell their story. I can. Yeah. Hold it.
I don't want to say anything about these individual cases because, I'm not in a position of knowing these cases to be empathetic, right? But, we have to just realize that a lot of people have been misled in many other industries. This is just the newest industry to be misled in, Lee said.
Yep, that's a good quote.
And the way we prevent this from happening again is we need to increase everybody's literacy around the technology and how these opportunities operate.
Boom. And that's what people say to me. I said, why don't we educate people on how to invest? I had a guy the other day write to me. He goes, I've been following on your YouTube. And I go, oh, thanks very much. And he goes, can you give me a list of legitimate platforms? And I said, are you shitting me? Do you think I've got a list of legitimate crypto-based, reward-based platforms where you can get a return on investment? Do you think there's actually such a thing? I said, you obviously haven't been watching my videos. All these platforms, there's 3 things. If it involves crypto, it's a red flag. If it offers you a reward of some kind for referring somebody into it, it's a red flag. And if it sounds too good to be true, why don't the banks give you such a high return? Why don't the banks compete with these crypto investments? If you want to play around with crypto, do it without recruiting other people into it. Go to an exchange. I've just been given some Ruby coin, something or other. I've got $155 US, and it was all donated to me, all the money from my members. And a friend of mine actually gave me $100 towards it. He said, don't ever take it out, just leave it there. I now have about $500. I've managed to 3.5 times my money, which is amazing. And it's really exciting, but it's not controlled on a platform that someone has control of my money over. So if you want to play crypto, do it with money that you can afford to lose, which I hate that saying because there's no such thing as money you can afford to lose. Don't mortgage your house. Don't sell the cows. Don't listen to anyone on a Zoom meeting claiming that they know the answer to the meaning of life. Or they're not regulated financial advisors, so they shouldn't be giving you financial advice. That's why they use the word rewards instead of interest and other stuff like that. So let's carry on.
And the way we prevent this from happening again is we need to increase everybody's literacy around the technology and how these opportunities operate.
Oh my goodness, look at that photo there. Isn't that exciting? Do you know where that photo came from? Look at this. I think it's one of mine. It probably isn't, but what I do is I provide. So let's say we go to Sam Lee. I'll just turn that over here for a second. 1 second, just in case it pops up on the wrong screen. There we go. Right. I haven't got really time for this. Lisa's back on two devices again. Yeah. It's good to see you here. So in my Sam Lee folder, I have Sam Lee's personal contacts. How cool is that? Cartoons, screenshots, images. So I go to Sam's image folder, right? And if we go down to the bottom here, I've got photos of his beautiful... no, have I got these? I'm pretty sure I've got those ones of him on stage. That's his mum, that's his sister, that's him with Brenda Chunder. Clayton Ford, somebody else that people have got to go after as well. I think it must be screenshots. Yeah, there we go. So look at this. So this is me providing information to the newspaper. And you see these photos here. This is Sam. This was provided to me by a lady that was going to be trafficked over to Dubai and live with Sam. And I did an article on human trafficking the other day. So when you go back and you see these articles and you see these photos, they would have reverse image shared
these images and found the source of them, but I'm the one that would have helped them find them, which is really nice.
Sam Lee, one of the founders of the failed blockchain global cryptocurrency exchange. Photograph, blockchain global Facebook.
All right, guys. So here's another. I mean, I know I'm asking you guys to do a lot, and you probably think, is it really worthwhile doing it? But we just got another Zoom meeting to report. So I go to here, Susie, you're just absolutely awesome. Is that the meeting that's happening at the moment? It is. So if we want to do right, so this is a new Zoom number. So this means that we won't be doubling up, but they will eventually get blocked by Zoom. And I don't know if you've been watching all the antics, but basically, if you go to this link and you go to, where are we? Show. Oh, I'm running out of time, but that information there, that's the zoom.us/trust-form. Go there, give them that ID, give them the link to that there, and report this meeting as a thing. I haven't got time to do this one, but I'll go through the notes and I'll do this when I'm at work today. So I'm just going to carry on reading this article because it's a goodie.
Lee blamed the corporate team behind HyperVerse for the situation. He denied he was involved in HyperVerse, despite speaking at its official launch, saying he was only involved in the fund's management side through his role in the HyperTech group, of which he is chairman.
Yeah, Sam's been obviously chatting to the reporter.
Another person in the February 2023 meeting challenged Lee on this claim. Community leaders have always projected you as the man with the Midas touch. HyperTech, HyperVerse, HyperFund, whatever. It's Sam Lee, it's Sam Lee, it's Sam Lee. That is all we have been told day in, day out, they said.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's all about Sam Lee.
In response, Lee said, I cannot really disappear from HyperVerse if I'm never involved.
Like sometimes I'm just sort of like, I'm at the moment. I mean, I'm going to show you something that might help you if you've just sort of tuned into all this, right? So as I've said, I've actually got 862 videos online. And if I just get rid of that for a second, I want you to go to my homepage of my YouTube channel. And I want you to go back to around about here. And here's the whole timeline of Sam Lee. So this is when I got back into promoting We Are All Satoshi. So Sam was going to bring back HyperVerse. Sam Lee, they meant to have sold the database to Diversal. We found out that Diversal was running out of the same offices. All the software's been made. So basically what I've done, I've started these videos, right? And if you go back, you've got Sam Lee being drunk quite a few times. You've got Sam Lee talking about We Are All Satoshi. We've got Sam Lee jumping into Zoom meetings promoting VidiLook. You've got Sam Lee telling everyone about VAV. You've got Sam Lee claiming, get this one. Sam Lee, in this one here, Sam Lee claims that the United Arab Emirates president had released 500 prisoners to his care. Sam Lee put them up in a hotel, provided them accommodation and food, and then that was his way of showing. And he walked around the streets claiming he was a billionaire. So this breakfast grub with Sam Lee Sam Lee was claiming he was a billionaire, and he showed us 8 buildings that he claimed that he had 5,000 staff working in. He talks about VidiLook, how it lost all their money. So we've been following Sam Lee all the way through, all these claims that he's claimed that he's a billionaire, right? And then you come back, and we exposed Sam. We did a massive video on Sam. I think it was when Sam got married, and the lady that helps provide me information basically said she was going to go over and move in with Sam. And then when I did this video about Sam Lee's marriage, she was mortified and she was heartbroken. And Sam had 4 mistresses. He's got 3 kids under the age of 3, 3 of them to 3 different women. I mean, this guy is just unreal. But anyway, now he's claiming that he wasn't that involved. Really? Come on, Sam. I've got the video
But that
evidence.
delay in doing so was because I've always trusted corporate to do the right thing, because they are very old partners that I've worked together with for many, many years. So they've always done very well and have done things in a manner that generated the results. But in this case have failed spectacularly the community as well as failed me.
ShaveZ is inviting you to a scheduled meeting in prime time. Oh my God. Really? Well, I can't use Zoom, so we have to come on my meeting. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, so ShaveZ is whether ShaveZ BCC is inviting you to the scheduled meeting. Oh, is this the other meeting? Oh, sorry, I thought you meant me, Danny de Hek. No, sorry, getting a big head now, aren't I? That's funny. Okay, I think, have we done this one?
In December 2021, HyperFund members were migrated into HyperVerse, with a global launch event promising to build a metaverse to rival Facebook. The launch event included presentations from Lee, Shu, and a chief executive introduced as Stephen Rees-Lewis, who, in fact, was an Englishman named Stephen Harrison contracted to act the role of a corporate presenter. As a Guardian Australia investigation revealed,
Brilliant.
Harrison has denied having any contact with either Shu or Lee, playing any role in the underlying business or benefiting from any investor losses. Financial Revolution World Tour. Shortly after the HyperVerse launch, in March and April 2022, the UK man named Des Amy headed a Financial Revolution World Tour, running in-person seminars in Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya and Zambia.
Amazing name. So that's, I've chatted with, via WhatsApp, I've sent voice and videos back and forth to Des Amy. He's disappeared now. And as I said, Susan Lawrence was heavily
Amy
involved.
is a director of Amy Finance Academy Limited, which in July 2022 was the subject of the UK Financial Conduct Authority warning that said, "We believe this firm may be providing financial services or products in the UK without our authorization," and goes on to confirm this firm is not authorized by us and is targeting people in the UK. You will not have access to the Financial Ombudsman Service or be protected by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, FSCS, so you are unlikely to get your money back if things go wrong.
Wow, Sarah, you are a bulldog. I just want to hug you because all these people that I know and I've chatted with are now getting publicized. And, you know, like if they're going to lock up Keith Williams, or they're going to investigate a man that's got stage 4 cancer who's living in a £3 million house, of course they're going to go after Des Amy for the, you know, if Bitcoin Rodney gets done in America, it's going to set the precedent. It's going to stop, the dominoes are going to start falling. Dominoes, have I said that right?
Amy's website, amyfinance.com, included a guide on how to join HyperVerse, with a concierge service offered to sign people up to the scheme. The website has since been taken down.
Not if you go to archive.org, check it out.
In July 2022, Amy was interviewed in a Hyper Community Leadership Training video broadcast on Zoom, in which she was presented as a VIP 5-star leader within the group.
All right, I'm just going to the Wayback Machine. You won't be able to see this, but let's go to the next paragraph. So we got Amy was interviewed. So if you ever want to find anything, you go to archive.org and you can see that even if a website's been removed, they basically archive everything on the internet. I don't know if it's a requirement, but it's brilliant. So if we went to March the 14th, for example, you can actually bring up Des Amy's website and you can see basically the website as it was on that day that they've grabbed it. So if you go back to the Times, this is the wealth expert, and I've done videos on it. He claimed that he actually owned the top floor of that building. And we finished up finding out that he's working in a Regis one office building. You know, and all the people that were associated with him, he's using it was just all smoke and mirrors. And we, what do they call it? Canary Wharf? I can't even pronounce it.
Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf. Des Amy, and One Capital Square, the 37th floor. I think it was room 11 or 17. I can't remember actually, but you can go back and you can look at all this stuff. So if you want to have a look at Des Amy stuff, I'll just chuck that in the chat room for the people who are in the live. We're going to go back. I've got to go to work soon, guys, so I don't even know if I can finish this article. Let's hope. But yeah, it's exciting.
Members achieved a star ranking based on how many people they attracted into the scheme, with VIP 5-star the highest level.
That's right.
According to the presentation, Amy joined Hyper in April 2021 when the scheme was being run as HyperFund, and he subsequently recruited more than 22,000 members across HyperFund and HyperVerse. In the video, Amy said he was just back from a tour of 11 countries, as well as the 5 African countries promoted for the speaking circuit. Amy also said he had visited the Seychelles, US, Canada, Jamaica, Germany, and the United Arab Emirates. This was unrelated to any promotional material presented in Nepal, and there is no evidence to suggest he recruited members there.
There. All right, hopefully we'll get this done. Hold up.
There was real impact. You know, the world is now alight with all things hyper, he said. I'm now a VIP 5-star node leader on this platform. This industry and this platform completely changed my life. Now I travel around the world teaching people, you know, mindset, how to become financially independent, not just the theory but giving people practical solutions like the Hyper platform, he said. Videos of the events he headlined in Ghana, which were open only to those who had bought tickets, reveal HyperVerse material being promoted. In media interviews, Amy spoke in general terms about making money through blockchain technology without mentioning HyperVerse. In an interview with the Ghanaian radio station Star FM about the largest blockchain alliance, Amy said people did not need to understand blockchain technology to take advantage of its rewards. There are millions of people around the world who are benefiting from blockchain without really understanding it, he said. And that's because there are many companies who say, okay, we will do all the legwork. We will do all of the investing. We'll do all the technical aspects of blockchain. And we will just allow you to benefit financially from all of that.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go and earn my living, so I have to go. I can't really leave this going either. And obviously, that article from Sarah, I think it's nearly finished. But basically, to have an article in there about Dear Amy is absolutely amazing. I think the work that we're doing as a group, do report that. So I'll go back and I'll bring that on the screen. There's a Zoom meeting link. You'll find it in the chat session. Do go through the, please do spend the time, follow the link, report those Zoom meetings, because every day they're using a new Zoom meeting. I had 4 Zoom accounts and they've shut them all down because I shared the payslip of Carl Miller. They said that they've been going through my videos, looking at my YouTube channel and seeing what I'm doing. How can they say that to me, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and not actually, how can they ban my account because I'm a vigilante and I'm an activist against Ponzi schemes and scams, and then let these other guys continue to broadcast onto YouTube using Zoom meetings and not want to stop them? I think they are actually trying to stop them. But when you report them from a fresh IP address, from a fresh Zoom account, I do believe it actually is actually making a difference, and they are shutting these guys down. See you, honey. Bye. My partner's going off. So anyway, so it's just really exciting. But as I said, I've got to go to work. I'm going to cut this broadcast short. This will be time-stamped as time goes on. I'm going to end the stream. I'm also going to say thank you to my Avengers and thank you to everyone in the Zoom meeting. Remember, I don't get paid for doing this. So even if you give me a thanks underneath the video, there's a way of saying thanks by contributing. It really is appreciated. It does help me keep the doors open. I wouldn't be going to work if my YouTube channel paid me enough money to keep me in the lifestyle I've become accustomed. Also, other ways to contribute is you can go to buymeacupacoffee.com/DeHek, which if you are clever enough, you can actually see that pop up there, the address, and any donation, a cup of coffee, $5, might not break your bank, but it will certainly be appreciated in my bank at the time. So I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running, or more importantly, promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. You've been watching the live broadcast for, I think it's